kidding? That was... We have sound. Yeah.
You can hear me? Woo-hoo.
You know what? This was that muted?
I don't know.
Okay, I think we're good now.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hi guys. So, you know, hubby is going to Arkansas on Sunday, and he's like, oh, no problem. You can go live next Friday night on your own. I can't even do it when he's here, right? What is that? Why is that? Oh, your phone. I'm like,
my phone, it's working.
Okay.
All right, sorry guys.
He's sorry. Sure he is.
I don't know. It's the spirits in this room.
Yeah, it probably is spirits in this room. All right, who did I miss? Who did I miss? Kim, hey, Christine, Shell, Tammy, Pat, Melissa, hey girl, Rain, hey Rain. How's everybody doing? You know, I don't know. I don't think Ken's going to be here tonight because hubby was slacking and forgot to schedule my Friday Night Live. Merry Christmas, everybody. Is it too soon? Too early? Joyful. Wait, here we go. Joyful, merry, and blessed. See my little earrings? No. Oh, they're probably backwards. So, I ordered, they're supposedly leather earrings. They don't feel leather. But anyway, I ordered them off of Amazon, and it came with like, I don't know, 15 or 20. They're really cute. I'm like, I couldn't figure out which ones to wear tonight. I was like, oh my gosh. I have to decorate my house now. I haven't done that yet. Normally I would have it done by now, but hubby is leaving, so I figure while he's gone, I'll knock it out. So it is definitely a learning process. Aw, thanks, Tammy. Thank you. Okay, so what was I baking all day? Let me see. I was so proud of myself, you guys. So, like, I've made, like, you know, like when you make, like, a no-bake cheesecake, the kind that you just put in the fridge, right? I've made a million of those. But I was like, I'm going to do it. So I've always had this like block with any of Martha Stewart's recipes because the ones that I've tried, I've always screwed them up, right? And I'm usually like a really good cook and I can bake anything, right? So, and I like to do both. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do it. So I had home canned pumpkin and so I said, I'm going to do a pumpkin cheesecake. So I did Martha Stewart's like pumpkin cheesecake where you put it in the oven for an hour and a half and all that, and it came out perfect. It didn't split on the top. It was perfect, you guys. It was so good. And then I had a million pounds of apples that we picked and I did the apple pie filling, canned it. So I made homemade apple pie. I made, oh my gosh, you guys, you guys, listen, I made this yeast roll recipe, right? It's not my normal recipe that I make every year at Christmas and Thanksgiving. I said, I'm going to make this. So they're potato rolls. So I had to make mashed potatoes first and then do all the baking, let it rise twice and all that. But they were so good, you guys. Oh my God, they were so good. And then I did the candied yams and then all the homemade crap, y'all know, the dressing and the mashed potatoes and the green bean casseroles and yeah. So we were supposed to have like all these people coming And then at the last minute, it ended up being hubby and I, our son, his girlfriend, and my husband's baby sister. So we were supposed to have a bunch of military guys coming that didn't have anywhere to go for Thanksgiving. And then right before they were supposed to be at our house, I got a text that they had been called into work. So apparently their whole platoon got called into work. And the lady that organizes the whole thing said, she used to work at this base, right? That's how she got involved and started doing it years ago. Now she's retired. But she was like, all the years I've done it, they've never gotten called into work. She goes, so there's obviously some serious crap going on in this country. I was like, man. So I told the guys, like, they texted me later in the day yesterday, and I said, you know, if you want me to drive out to you, you know, Friday or Saturday or Sunday and bring you leftovers, I will gladly do it, because I cooked enough for a freaking army. I always do. Like, I always have. And I sent leftovers with my son's girlfriend. They have a friend that's staying with them, this older gentleman. I sent stuff home for her, stuff home for him, and then my son went to stay with his girlfriend, so stuff for him, and then Mark's sister, and I still have tons of stuff, like tons of stuff. So, yeah. Hey, Afton. I don't know, Foxcat. I don't know. It could be Kentucky. I don't know. It could be just about anywhere. That's what's so frustrating. I can't bake, but I can cook my ass off. Cool, Shell. Yeah, it's usually you're either really good at cooking or really good at baking, but you're usually not good at both. But somehow, I guess because I'm fat and my mom was fat, I'm good at both. Sounds delicious. Never had pumpkin cheesecake. Really? You've never had pumpkin cheesecake? Oh my gosh. It's so good. Like, if you like pumpkin, hubby's not a huge pumpkin fan.
I like this stuff.
But he likes, yeah, did you hear him? He likes the pumpkin cheesecake. It's really good. My son loves pumpkin like I do, but our other kids didn't like pumpkin. My sister can't stand pumpkin. She's like, ooh. I'm like, how can you not like pumpkin? It tastes so good. Yeah, so do you want me to monitor for you? Yeah, how do I do that, honey?
Who offered?
Shell did. How do I?
Shelby?
Yeah. Is that it? Add moderator.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do it now, Shell. Thank you. Thanks for volunteering. I didn't want to ask anybody, you know. And I usually don't have a problem. It's just every now and then some smartass, you know, little punk that has too much time on their hands will come in and start saying stupid stuff.
Well, you should have a backup anyway.
No, I know. Definitely.
And I think Ken knows that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I want to see a canning video. Yeah. I need to do some. But I think, you know what I think I'm going to focus on this week while hubby's gone? I think I'm going to focus on getting my house decorated and learning how to make soap, because I finally got like all the stuff to make it. So I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. So share some recipes. I definitely could, Sharon. I'll put it on my community page. I'll share it on my community page. Chick, I know that's what happened to me. Right? It happens. It happens to some of us. Right? We like to eat. Excuse me. I like to cook. And I like to bake because I like to eat it all. So, you know. Could it be not in the U.S.? I don't know. It's like a, you know, like a small town. It had like a small town kind of feel, you know, so I don't know.
So that reminds me, the way to a man's heart
is through his belly.
Food, not belly.
Same thing. Yeah, I'm sure they were sad. I felt bad for him. Like, you know, that sucks. You know? Okay, bye. Have fun. Just always worked in restaurants, so I have learned to cook. Oh, yeah. See, that's handy. That's really handy. We had that yesterday, pumpkin cheesecake. Isn't it so good? Cheesecake is delicious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love pumpkin. I'm going to try it. I will Google Martha Stewart. Yeah, it's Martha Stewart, just Martha Stewart's pumpkin cheesecake, right? Oh, the other thing I made. Holy crap. I took my home canned pumpkin I did and made Martha Stewart. Made a second one that turned out successful. Pumpkin bread. I had a piece of it today and it was so good. So good. Oh my God. It was so good. But I'll be so glad when all this crap is out of my house because it like calls my name constantly. Mr. V, are you coming through Paragould or Jonesboro? I think he talked to his sister about that. And they're not. They're taking 40. I know they're going 81 to 40. And I think they're like, I think they're going into Little Rock. I don't know. I don't even know. When he comes back in, I'll ask him though. Because I think he was like talking to his sister about it. We still don't even like know, you know, if we're, because my sister-in-law lives like out in the middle of nowhere, right? So, you know, she would have to come semi near our house to get on the right roads. So we were like, you know, should we go stay at their house and then you guys can jump on the road and then I'll drive back home? Like, because she was like, come out here, spend the night. So, I don't know. And then she was like, or maybe I'll come spend the night at your house. And we were like, yeah. But I don't think, I still don't think they know. And they're leaving like, I don't know. I think 5 a.m. Sunday morning or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm in the DC area. It's called the DMV because it's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. We're all like in this little cluster. Yeah. So, I mean, I can be, how long would it take me to get to Maryland? It's like, I think we're 17 miles from DC. If we're even, I don't even know if we're that far. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But we're like so close to all 3 states, right? We're like, well, DC's not a state, but we're right there. So we're like near everything. It could be Texas. It could be Oklahoma. It could be anywhere, honey. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I haven't been able to figure it out. Did you not say you wanted to start another channel? Why don't you do baking demos and sharing recipes from around the world, like South Africa traditional foods and stuff? That would be way cool. I'll tell you, I actually asked Ken if she would send me, because several years ago, what I did was I baked foods from like, for Christmas, I did baked goods from like all these different countries. So, and they were recipes that people that were from those countries gave me, right? So I asked Ken to give me some. She's given me a couple. You should email me some, Sharon, from South Africa. That would be way cool. Because I'd like to do that this year, you know, just to make something different. I mean, I'm so tired of making the same stuff every year, you know. I'm from Philly, but now in Georgia. Oh, wow. Wow. I love Philly. I think it's so pretty. Hey, Darlene, what's happening? That would be way cool. Yeah, just email me because that would be so cool. You guys, I just saw that, like in South Africa and Zimbabwe. Is it Mozambique? Mozambique? I'm saying that wrong. I know I am. I don't know. There's a total of like 7 countries that can no longer, you can no longer fly from those countries to the U.S. because of the new, what's it called? Crap. something, I don't know, it's another variant that's supposedly really bad in those areas. So I saw that and I was like, oh no. So be careful, Sharon, because they said it was South Africa's one of them. I don't know, Foxcat. Good question. What's new with some of the cases? Let's see. Oh gosh, let me tell you guys this first of all. I was so pissed. I'm talking, I was really pissed. And if I would have had the time, I think I would have gotten in my car and driven over there. So, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago or something, I went to Oak Hill Cemetery in DC. It's on the backside of like Georgetown in DC. So I went there and I did a live for all of, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. So I get this random email from this lady and she's like, I just discovered, yeah, that's what she sounds like. I don't know. She emailed me, but this is how she sounds in my head. I just discovered that you have a video and you didn't seek permission to video in our cemetery. And since I'm the one in charge of that, you're going to have to take it down immediately. Can you believe that shit? So I wrote back to her and I said, let me tell you something, lady. I only have 3,000 some subscribers. It's not like millions of people see the damn video, first of all. Second of all, I've been to tons of cemeteries throughout the years. You know, before I even had a YouTube channel, I was at many different cemeteries. I've taken many pictures, many videos, just, you know, never posted them anywhere. I'm like, what the frick you mean I have to have permission? And this is what I said to her. No lie. I said, guess what? The dead people in your cemetery could give a shit if I did a live there or not. They don't care. They don't care. She was so rude. It wasn't like, you know, oh, I'm so sorry. I saw that you posted. Do you think you could please? No, she was a bitch. So I was a bitch right back. And I was like, this is insane. Like, I can't even believe, you know, and Mark's like, well, you should, my husband, Mark, sorry. Well, you should ask her, say something to her, and so you can go back there and video again. I'm like, oh, hell to the no. I wouldn't go back to that cemetery if you paid me. Like, no, that's just downright freaking ridiculous. There are so many gorgeous cemeteries in the United States that, no, screw you. Like, if you're going to be a bitch, then I don't want to come to your damn cemetery anyway. You know, and here's the sad thing. That's probably the nicest cemetery that I've been to. I mean, it was well kept. It was just so pretty, right? But no, screw it. I won't be going back. I don't care. Yeah. I was born in Durban, moved to Johannesburg, and my late husband was transferred to Johannesburg in 2007. Oh, wow. Hey, seriously, so what's happening? Yeah, I was like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? I was so mad. Yeah, it's so scary. Sharon, I saw that. I was like, oh, honey, come here. Thanks, Melissa. I was so pissed, right? Like, I wouldn't come to your cemetery. Somebody paid me to come to your cemetery. If you're going to be a bitch, come on. So, Kim wanted to know if you're going to be near, what did you ask me?
Oh, her place?
Paragold or, what was the other one? Jonesboro? Was it Jonesboro?
Yeah, my cousins don't live in Jonesboro anymore, I don't think.
Nancy does.
Oh, yeah.
I think Nancy does.
I know where Paragold is. It's just north of Jonesboro, but we're not going that way. We'll come down 81 to 40 and then back up to Fayetteville. So.
Is your dad in Fayetteville?
He's in Bentonville.
He's in Bentonville now?
Well, I don't know where he is because he just moved, so I don't know where he is. But he's Bentonville, Rockville, or not Rockville.
Rogers.
Rogers.
He was in Rogers. He was in Bentonville.
Somewhere.
Who knows?
Yeah, but I'm not going to be.
Aw, well that stinks.
Yeah, sorry. Otherwise, You don't want to see me. You want to see Victoria. You don't want to see me.
No, don't be like that. Could be before they said protected of the cemetery. I know, right? I can assure you, lady, that the dead people in that cemetery could care less. In fact, no. I'm going to take it one step further. This is to you, lady. You know who you are.
She probably joined you and probably likes you, and now...
I don't care. No, she was a bitch. No, she was a bitch in the email. No, I don't care if she likes me or not. Look, this is to you, lady. I can assure you that the dead people in your cemetery really don't care whether I'm there or not. Some of them are probably happy that I'm there because I at least communicate with them. So how about that?
See ya.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. I know, right? Why? I mean, they are beautiful. Why can't I share? Like, I don't know. I've never had that happen before. Like,
Oh, so the next version of Miss Victoria on this channel, we're going to have our own music. I'm going to be the conductor.
oh my gosh, you're so full of yourself.
No, I'm going to do it.
Look, Kim said, "Would love to meet you, Mr. B." See?
Oh, yeah. I would love to meet you, too. Maybe I can talk my sister into it. But,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Well.
She's like, I got to go see Daddy.
Yeah. She's a daddy's girl.
She has
That's for
daddy
sure.
issues.
Oh, stop. Yeah. She was just like, there was just no need. You know what I mean? There was just no need. Okay, you guys. So, what about, did anybody follow the Ahmaud Arbery case? Did you guys follow that? Oh. So what's wrong? So I had a bunch of people that I ended up blocking that were complete and total assholes. Because I posted a picture of Kyle Rittenhouse that said guilty on, or not guilty on all charges. Right? So then when everything happened with the Ahmaud Arbery trial, I was baking all day. I didn't have time to post anything. And I get this shitty thing from this, you know what she is, a bitch. Like, oh, why aren't you posting anything? Crickets. Oh, we all know how you feel and how you think. Really? You know how I feel and how I think? Okay. Yeah. So here's what I have to say. My opinion. It's my opinion. I feel like those guys got what they asked for. I mean, they were, you know, sitting there cracking jokes about how they'd be home for Thanksgiving and all this other crap. It's ridiculous. They should be proud of the cemetery and honor you. Right? You would think they would want people to go there and talk about how nice their cemetery is, but apparently not. So, I won't be going back. Hey, Cynthia, what's happening? Georgia, yeah. Oh God, I bet you have like the prettiest cemeteries out there. I need to go to Georgia for a Braves game. Huge Braves fan. We won the series.
Victoria,
What?
is there a spirit in here like a child? Because I heard mommy.
Really?
Yep.
I don't feel anything.
Well, I think I heard that.
Are you hearing this?
Probably about 3 minutes ago. Anyway.
Wow. I'm not feeling any. There's like nothing in here.
Okay.
That's weird. But that doesn't mean.
Yeah, I could be hearing stuff.
Is the cat trying to attack the
It could have
dog?
been the cat for all I know.
No, because I think the cat was just laying down, doing nothing out in the hallway.
All right.
I don't even know what the hell I was talking about. Oh, a Karen. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what this woman was. And you know what? I hate to say this. I mean, I truly hate to say this. But there are so many shitty people that live in DC, right? There are like several different areas in DC, in Virginia, and in Maryland where the people are just so, they're primarily politicians, and they're just so full of themselves. And they're so wealthy, it's not even funny. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. Barge, which means fast, could be the name of dog. Sarge could mean something. I don't know. True, it could be Foxcat. I don't know, honey. What the hell? People are so rude about everything. I'm glad those 3 got convicted. An unnamed jogger doing... I know, right? An unarmed jogger. He wasn't doing shit, apparently. And they went out of their way to go after him. You know, and... Of course he was swinging at your dumbass son because your dumbass son had a gun, right? Like... That whole thing, like, when that first happened, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Really? You got to be kidding me. And what was wrong with the doofball neighbor who came in after the fact in his own vehicle and went after him? Like, stupid people. Hey, Ken, you're here. I made Shelby a moderator since you weren't here. You know, my husband, he forgot to do the little Friday night thing that he was supposed to do because I was going to do tonight because I was going to take off next Friday night, but I wrote down how to go live, so I'm going to try to go on next Friday Night Live, but we'll see. I came on here, nobody could hear me. Like, there was something, like, it's always something, you guys. Excuse me, goodness. Anytime I sit down in front of this computer, no. Excuse me. Anytime I sit down in front of any computer, something's broke. No lie. I'm so glad you're here, Ken. We were severely disgusted about the blonde defense attorney, what she said. I know, right? I heard that. I was like, what in the hell are you talking about, lady? That whole trial, you guys. It's just, it didn't matter what Arbery record was that day. He wasn't doing anything wrong. Exactly. Exactly. They went out of their way to start something. Period. You know? Me too. We're all made the same. Heart, the mind, and love. People should not be judged by the color of their skin. We're all made in His likeness. Exactly, Shelby. Justice was served. I agree, Darlene. Hey, I am. What's happening? Ken, I was telling everybody, I got these, see, oh, they do separate. I didn't even notice that. So I got these earrings on Amazon. They're like leather, supposedly. And there was like 150 million of them in this bag. They're so freaking cute. So I was like, it's Christmas now, so I'm going to start wearing my Christmas stuff. It is so much racism in that case, right? Look, let me tell you a little story. So, you know, hubby, he works for the Veterans Administration, and he used to travel to all the VAMC medical centers, the VA medical centers. Like, he went everywhere, right? I don't remember where he was, but he was with, like, 2 African-American gentlemen. And then there was him. And, like, everybody was walking down the hall saying hi to the 2 African-American gentlemen, but they wouldn't talk to my husband. And he would, like, acknowledge them and say hi, and they would ignore him and only talk to the 2 black guys. And he was like, there was some racism there, you know? And he'd never experienced racism before, so he was like, that's crazy. I've never, you know, been through anything like that.
You know, the #1 video on your channel right now is
What?
The guy that killed himself.
Which?
Killed this girl in Utah.
Oh, dumbass. What's his name?
Yeah, you might want to talk about that.
Ew, I don't want to talk about him. Ugh. But I will. I know, honey. I gotcha. Thank you.
He's #1 on
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't ask anyone to moderate, and Shell said she would do it, and I was like, okay, good. Yeah, Brian Laundrie, that's it. I bet the guy taking the video is really sorry. I'm a little conflicted on him. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he was as bad as the other two, but it was like, why were you involved to begin with? You know what I mean? Like, it was just unfortunate that he got involved. Yeah. Yeah, that's sad, Ken. I mean, it's sad. I'm sorry, but people were talking about how Kyle Rittenhouse, was a white supremacist and all that. I would think if anybody was close to being a white supremacist, it would have been those two dudes, the dad and the son in the Aubrey case. So, yeah. Exactly, Shelby. Thank you. Thank you, honey. I'm glad the jury was just being a jury. No, exactly. I was impressed with them. I really was, because you just don't know. You just don't know. You figure if those two guys were racist, what are the chances there are a lot of racist people in that town? You know what I mean? And for the jury to come back the way they did, I was impressed, because they clearly stuck to the facts, and did their damn job like they should, Yeah. Darlene, you got your Christmas earrings on too. Woo woo. Yeah. Yeah. Victoria's seen the gruesome video of him. Yeah, they're seriously racist. They did not believe they did anything wrong. I know. That's what's so sad. I saw this article. I don't even know if it's true or not, but I saw this article, and they said that the father and the son were joking with their attorneys that, oh yeah, we'll be at home on Thanksgiving Day for dinner. Well, guess what? You're not at home, are you? He's dead. Brian Laundrie is dead, I'm here to tell you. If I had a black son, I would be scared all the time. Right? I have a son-in-law that's black, and, excuse me, while he'll tell you, I don't put myself in bad situations, meaning, he said that, I would never fight a police officer. I do what they tell me if I get pulled over, that kind of thing. But you just don't know nowadays. You know what I mean? You just don't know. And, the two grandsons, yeah. All you can do is pray that they are safe, It's scary, though. It is scary. The evidence was overwhelming against them. The jury could not have come back with anything else, but could have had a hung jury if one. Right? Very true. Fearful form. Yeah, I mean, it's... yeah, it's scary. I mean, you just don't know nowadays, right? I don't know. But... okay, so where my daughter and her husband live, the area that they're in a pretty, like, upscale area, middle class, a lot of yuppies, that kind of thing. So I almost hate to say this, because it's just not something you put out there, but I almost feel like he's... I can't even say that. Never mind. I can't even say that. I don't know that he's going to be protected. I just hope and pray he is. He's such a good guy, too, Just such a good guy. Oh, racism is so not over, Ken. It's so pathetic here. I mean, it's just... And it's always like... It's always just extreme. You know what I mean? It's never like, I don't know even how to say it. It's never like, oh, is that police officer racist? Or, well, maybe he's not. You know what I mean? Like, it's always to the extreme end of the spectrum. It's either the police officer is extremely racist, or the person's extremely racist. You know what I mean? Like, there's just like no middle ground around here. In the town that I'm in the specific area I'm in, if I go 5 minutes from my house, there's it's like lower class area. I don't even know how to say it. There's a lot of Hispanic people that are undocumented that live there. Nice as can be, okay? Let me put that out there first. Nice as can be. They give free English lessons there. They really try to do a lot for the community there. Nice people, hard workers. Just unfortunately, a lot of them are undocumented, you know, and a lot of them, you know, a lot of people that we know have been hit car accidents with people that are undocumented. And the way the police handle it here is they arrest the undocumented people for the car accident, right? And for being undocumented, I guess. Because the majority of them don't have car insurance. So yeah, 5 minutes away, we have like, it's a pretty impoverished area. 10 minutes away, we have a really, you know, a higher, way higher than we are, you know, area. So, I mean, there's a little bit of everything around here, you know what I mean? And especially in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, we have, you know, horrible, horrible parts of DC, right? But then we have like Georgetown, where it's like the wealthy people live, and Langley and McLean in Virginia. Trying to think of some of the places in Maryland that are higher class, but Maryland's a little different because you can take a county in Maryland and there's, you know, really low class, homeless, all the way up to really high class, right? So the upper class or upper echelon. So who knows? I mean, my point is, it's like a melting pot around here. We have a little bit of everybody, a little bit of everything, you know. You don't see the racism outright, but you know it happens. The unfortunate thing is this church that I used to go to, that I don't go to anymore, the people talk very freely about the undocumented Hispanic population here, and they talk down about them. And I had a problem with that, you know, because working the food pantry for all those years, I got to know these people, right? I got to know, you know, people that were falling on bad times for a couple of months, to the homeless population, to the undocumented people that work their butt off but just can't get ahead and can't afford to feed their whole family. You know, I've dealt with every aspect, and going to that church and hearing them talk about those people like that, that's racism, you know? And I mean, that hurt my heart because I know a lot of these people personally, and it was like, how can you talk about them like that? Like, just because they're undocumented doesn't mean they're not human beings, you know what I mean? Like, it's sad, y'all. It's sad. Excuse me. Anything else, Suzanne Moore, for you? I just am hooked on her case, and I just want Barry to get. I know, right? Me too. No, I haven't even had that one weird dream again. So I don't know, y'all. Colorado was so different. I'm so glad you don't live there anymore. Colorado. You know what happened in South Africa? USA better watch out because it could happen anywhere. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I guarantee you it's already here in the US. You know what I mean? We were talking about it. It's so scary. Like, it's so scary hearing about this new variant. It's just so freaking scary. Oh, bye, Melissa. Bye, honey. I hope I caught you before you went. Metallica. Woohoo. I like Metallica. Oh, thank you, Ken. Click the like button. You have a big heart. Ah, thank you. I am. I don't think I have a big heart. I think I'm just normal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just human, and, you know, I see people for who they are, not for what they off. You know what I mean? Like, I don't look at somebody and say, oh, you're unemployed, so you're not good. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You just can't be like that. You have to, like, give a crap about everybody. Oh, wow. I didn't know that, Foxcat. You know what? The sad thing is, Pat, here's the sad thing about that comment. Those people, they give so much money to so many different groups of people, right? It's a very wealthy church. It's a huge church, right? But they're sitting there talking down on people. I used to work with this elderly African-American gentleman. And, you know, he would come help the pantry. And he ended up like, you know, everybody that came in, he would sit down and talk to them about, you know, what's going on in the world, or God, or church, and he would say, you should come to my church. Like, you know, you would never even know the pastors. They walk around with blue jeans on, you know, they're this, they're that. And he was such a good guy. Him and his wife were both retired from the Air Force. Amazing human beings. Like, he was so knowledgeable. He was in his 80s, and I learned so much from him. He loved to talk, and he would talk my ear off. I would be hustling, busting butt at that pantry. Like, it's nonstop for me. I was like all over that place. I was loading stuff. I was stocking. I was doing this, doing that. And he'd be in my ear the whole time. But I learned so much from him, right? Well, I found out that, and it just breaks my heart to even think about it, a couple of other people that helped at the pantry were talking down about him. And why were they talking down about him? Because he didn't like President Trump. He thought that President Trump was racist. And he had no problem telling people that, right? Because that's just the kind of guy he is. I learned so much from him. He knew so much. He knew Martin Luther King Jr. He had hung out with this one gentleman that I knew who marched with Martin Luther King Jr. And that gentleman told me like all the stories about Martin Luther King Jr. Like, I would just sit there like a sponge absorbing everything he told me, you know, because it just, I don't know, those times when Martin Luther King was marching and all that, I don't know, I just have like this real affinity to it or something. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, so I found out that they were talking crap about this guy. And so I said, what do you think I said? I said, I believe my exact words were, why in the F are you talking smack about him? He is one of the most genuine people I've ever met in my life. Just because you don't agree with his politics doesn't give you a right to talk smack about him. And these are people, okay, these people that were talking smack about him were people that had no problem putting their hand out and accepting money from him for their groups that they were a part of. I'm like, how can you talk? He's like the nicest, kindest, most down-to-earth person I've ever met in my life. You put him up against anybody, right? Anybody in any social class. And this man, you'd fall in love with him and he would blow your mind because he knows so much about so many different things. He's so intelligent, you know, and he told me the story, like, he was 19 and he met his wife. She was 14, right? In Arkansas. You know, this was years ago. And he wasn't allowed to marry her until she was, I think she was 16, almost 17 when they got married. And he's been with her ever since. And he's in his 80s now. They've been together ever since. Like, they're just the cutest couple. She's all quiet and shy and reserved. And he's all in your face, happy, loud, you know. It just, I don't understand people, you guys. I guess I just don't understand people. Like, I would never, if I had a relationship with someone and I really cared about them and they believed different than me politically, and believe you me, there are a lot of people that believe different than me politically, you know, but I don't hold that against them. Why should I? Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs, you know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how I went off on this tangent. North, South, East, West, racism on both sides of the table. Yep. Yep. It was not the apartheid variant. It was this, oh my God, it's right on the tip of my tongue. I just saw it right before I came on. It's over my head. I can't remember. But it's some brand new variant. And they say that it's like more easily transferred from person to person. Yeah. Apartheid, they had just enough and rose up. Yeah. 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 Oh, we had amazing conversations. Like, I'm that person. So, a cousin of mine, I was telling a story, I don't know, at some point at a reunion or something, about our grandpa. And she was like, wait a minute, how do you know this story? Oh, I don't know, because I sat down and listened to him and asked him questions. Like, I'm that person, you know, I like to listen and hear the stories. I don't know, I just like that kind of stuff. You know, I love old people. It's young morons I can't stand. I love old people. And I just like to soak up everything they teach me. You know what I mean? And yeah, we had great conversations, Cynthia. Yeah, I definitely could. I could. I just think there will come a point that black people will snap completely over the way they are treated, and who could blame them? Right. It's so, unfortunately, our media has a lot to do, I feel personally, with egging on the race things that are going on in this country. It's at such a heightened point right now. And I feel like these moronic reporters, you know, don't do anybody favors when they're egging it on. You know what I mean? It just drives me crazy. And one of the things that I've always loved about this country is freedom of speech, right? You can say whatever you want. You can have whatever opinion you want. But now it's like, I wish some of these reporters would just shut the hell up. Like, they're just egging it on, making it bad. So many are two-faced, act one way with some and another way with others. That's so true. My late husband was part of the riot unit of the South African police force. Wow. Wow. Saying what happened at apartheid. Oh. Oh, Sharon, I get you. Okay. Chris? Hi, honey. I didn't know you were coming home. I'm neutral like Victoria, both white and black have bad and good. Look, if you're a moron, you're a moron. It doesn't matter what color you are. If you're a nice person, you're a nice person. It doesn't matter what color. You know what I mean? Like, and I know people say, don't say that you don't see color, because now that's racist. But I wasn't raised to be mean to people because they're a different color than me. Could it be Colorado? It could be a fox cat. I have no idea, honey. True. True. Yeah, it's the bottom line is if you cut us all down the middle, we all bleed red. You know? We have brilliant people that are every shade of every color under the rainbow. We have stupid people that are, you know, I mean, it's just, I don't think your color has anything to do with what type of person you are, unless you make that an issue. You know what I mean? Unless you personally make it an issue about color, then yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense. You guys. I didn't even ask. Did everybody have a nice Thanksgiving with family? Did you get to spend time with family and all that? I feel bad I didn't even ask. Like, I meant to, but then there was no sound, and hubby took us offline and put us back online. All that crap happened. Oh, I scheduled a... When is that video? I scheduled a video to premiere Tuesday or Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't remember what day I scheduled it for. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh, am I offline? Oh, okay. Oh, good, Foxcat, good. Sharon. It was quiet. Ah, that's nice, though. I mean, we were wondering if that's what was going to be here, because originally my son's girlfriend had the whole week off, so they were going to go out of town, but then her mom and brother and their family went out of town, so she had to watch the dogs, so they didn't get to go out of town, so they were here. Nice, Pat. No fights. That's always a good thing. We had a good time. We were like, you know, talking about my husband's family and things we remembered, you know, that like stuff his mom used to say at Thanksgiving. She was so funny. We were talking about that, and it was nice for, you know, because Mark's little sister, she lived like a lot of her life out in California, so she didn't get to see Mary as much on the holidays, Mark's mom. So yeah, good, Kim. Yeah, whew. I think even if it were just hubby and I probably would have, because when I was thinking that, you know, it was just going to be the two of us, I thought, you know what, I'm still going to make a turkey. But I thought, you know, oh, I'll cut it down and just make a turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing, or, you know what I mean, like cut it down. But I didn't. I made the whole shebang. Tons of food. Tons of food. I still have tons of food in my fridge, you guys. I'm going to have to send some more with somebody. Shoo. Not me, Pat, not me. I just talked to hubby before I got on here because, oh my God, look at my forehead. See, I'm like sweating because I don't have like oily skin. I have really dry skin. So I was just talking to him about, I had bought a food saver machine at a thrift store, and we used the crap out of that thing, but it finally kaputted. So I was like, oh, it's Black Friday. Maybe I should go. So I looked on Walmart. I looked on Amazon. I need to look on Target. So I'm going to check that after I get off of here and try to find one and order it. Tons of food, what a nice problem to have. I know, right? Right? Especially with everything that's going on right now. You know? Have you guys been seeing like the shortages and empty shelves and stuff like that? Or is everything pretty stocked where you're at? It sucks when you're divorced and you have to share kids. That does suck. Excuse me, that does really suck. That was like my hubby's family. You know, all 3 kids were at different points in different states, and yeah, that really sucks. Just got my pumpkin pie out of the oven. Had dinner at my son's yesterday. Yum. Sounds good, Cynthia. That's the only thing. Look at me being a glutton, but that's the one thing I miss is like I made pumpkin bread and I made the pumpkin cheesecake, but I missed my pumpkin pie, so I have to make one at Christmas. Right, Darlene, I agree. Turkey, mashed potatoes, and stuffing. Perfect. See, that's perfect, right? Because I was trying to, somebody said on TV or during a football game or something, like, what's your favorite side dish? And I was like, duh, the dressing or the stuffing. I didn't stuff my turkey this year, so technically I guess it's called dressing. But it's so damn good, you guys. And you know what we like to do? Listen to this. You take your stuffing and you put it in a pan, and you put your leftover gravy in a pan, and you can put your mashed potatoes in if you want, or if you have green bean casserole, throw it in together, all together, right? Stir it up, cook it, wish it up, make sure you got tons of gravy in there, and then put it over toast. You guys, oh my God. It's so good. It's so good. You can, tear up turkey and put in it. It's so good. There are blank spaces on all the shelves. It's random. Yeah, it's kind of like that here too, but it's like, it's bizarre. I can go into Aldi, and Aldi will be completely out of bottled water, completely out of milk, completely out of eggs, right? I can go into an Aldi on the other side of town, or, I can go into 20 different Aldis in 20 different towns, and they'll be out of something completely different. But in the same town as an initial Aldi, I can go to Lidl, and Lidl will have tons of bottled water, tons of eggs, tons of milk, but they'll be out of something like, they were out of boneless, skinless chicken breast. It's just so bizarre how I go store to store, and they're out of random, totally different things. It makes no sense. No sense. No sense. I enjoyed my Thanksgiving off for the first time in 15 years. Nice. Oh, wow. No shortages in Santa Barbara. It's so pretty out there. Not too much on sale that I needed. My ex comes to all the celebrations. Took a while to get there. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I did share it. Let me tell you guys. Sharon sent me these videos that she put together, right, on Instagram, and hubby and I were laughing so hard last night. It was her and her hubby and me and my hubby, and we were all singing this like turkey song. Oh my God, you guys. There was 3 different ones, and we were watching them last night, just cracking up. The funniest part is, when you make those things, how your mouth moves and stuff, how they make your mouth move. So we were like cracking up. Oh my God, they were so funny, Sharon. Thank you. They were so funny. I was trying to figure out how to like post them on Instagram normally, and I couldn't get it to work. But y'all know I'm computer illiterate, so. Oh, how I love cheesecake. Me too. Oh, me too. Me too. A big, young, organic turkey at a Whole Food Market. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Did you see that thing I posted on Instagram where it was like $1 million for a freaking turkey? This was back when I was tearing the towns up trying to find a turkey. Nobody had turkeys. And the places that did online were showing that they were like $150,000 or something. I was like, what? But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, it's cold there, Pat. It was yesterday. We were sitting out on our back deck for, periods of time. It was nice. It was like probably, I don't know, in the 60s. Today, we had a wind warning, and it was cold as crap. So kudos to all the people who went Black Friday shopping, because they're insane. It was so damn cold. I was like, I am not going out in this crap. There was a shooting at a mall. No way. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's insane. Yeah, whole paycheck market. No doubt. That's insane. Wow. Someone was shot over something. It's so pathetic, but I think it was 3 or 4 years ago it was in Fairfax County in Virginia. Was it Alexandria? They had like 4 people. 4 people were shooting at each other over items at a friggin' Walmart. Stupid ass people. Wow. $19.99 for a ribeye. Yeah. Well, I can tell you this. Yeah. But even ham steaks are ridiculous now. Let me tell you that. Okay, so I don't like ham necessarily. I think it was Aldi or Lidl had ham steaks on sale. And so I was like, oh, that's good. Okay, maybe I'll get some of those to throw in the freezer, because my family likes ham. I just don't like ham. You guys, I get in there and there was a big sign that said that the sliced ham that was printed on the flyer was incorrect, right? So I'm looking at these hams, and now you're talking they're like this big, you know, this thick, the regular little ham steaks that people make for breakfast with eggs or whatever. I think they were $8. I think they were $8. And there was a time when I could get 2 for $5 easily. Easily. It's crazy. Come on, Sharon. Come on over to our place next year for Thanksgiving. I'll cook you up some good stuff. I know. That's what I'm doing this year. Like I said, when I get off of here, I'm going to go online and buy a few things. Because my son and his girlfriend went out shopping today, I think. But they're young. You know what I mean? They can handle it. Not me. Wow. That's insane, Pat. Oh, Darlena. Excuse me. Back when I was young, I worked in a movie theater. And I would get up, have breakfast, go to work all day on Thanksgiving. It was our busiest day of the year. Thanksgiving Day and Christmas night, busiest days of the year at the movie theater. All the theaters would be sold out every single show. I would get home at like 11 o'clock on Thanksgiving night and heat up a plate of food. Yeah. It did make me laugh, Sharon. It was so good. Thank you. Oh, good. You got him a new phone, Shelby. That's the way to do it. Do it online, girl. Ah, Pat. I'm on a new iPhone. Wow. Australia is banning cats from going outside? What? Well, my cat doesn't really go outside. When hubby takes the dog out for a walk, she opens up the door, right? He leaves it to where she can get it open. She opens up the door and she sits out front and like just watches everybody. But then she runs back in as soon as she sees or hears anything. Or she'll go out on like the back patio and she'll look around and then she'll come barreling back in. Oh my God, you guys, she saw another cat for the first time yesterday. I don't think she's ever seen a cat before. Our cat. So it was 2 days ago. I'm sorry. It was the day I was cooking all day bacon. We had the back deck sliding door thingy open. So 2 houses down, they have this cat, and the cat gets out randomly. When they let the dogs out, the cat gets out. So I look over and I see this cat like walking along our fence, and I'm like, oh. And then I forget that Ella's right there, and Ella sees it. And she gets like down on her belly and she creeps outside and she's looking at it. She's checking it out. And I know she's thinking, you know, because the only thing she ever sees is our dog. So I think she thinks she's a dog because she growls like a dog. But it was the funniest thing to watch though. I said, oh yeah, I don't think she's ever seen a cat before. That's insane. Oh, looking for phones. Let me tell you guys what stupid T-Mobile did to me. So I've had a contract with Sprint for a bazillion years, right? So T-Mobile took over, and first they told my hubby he had to get a new phone. He had to upgrade because T-Mobile wouldn't, once it rolled into T-Mobile, it wouldn't work anymore. So then they call us the other day to tell me that I have to get a new phone. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. So what they said was the T-Mobile app won't work on my phone anymore, which I don't care. But I was like, you don't understand. Like, it takes me too long to figure out how to use these stupid phones. Like, I am not getting a new phone. I'm keeping this one. I don't care. As long as I can dial the phone number, I don't care. Wow, that's insane. I can't believe that cat's on a collar and leash. That's insane. Wow, really? I am. Ugh, that's nuts. Oh, you have an outdoor cat? Yeah, that's insane. You know what I am? I saw that. I saw that. And hubby was on the phone. I can't remember. He was on the phone the other day for work. And the person couldn't hear him. And he was like, what? Oh, I know. He was in the office, right? Which our phones used to work in the office. And he was like, oh my God, what the hell? He had to go downstairs and go outside. So apparently they're like crappy service now or something. So over it. Yeah, that's insane. I was so mad when he said that. You should have heard me. Hubby was talking to him and he had him on speaker and I was like, wait, what? What? I was like, no, I'm not new. I'm not upgrading. No, I refuse. I'm sorry. I'm not upgrading. And then he gets to the nitty-gritty and he's like, well, technically your phone will still work. You just can't use the T-Mobile app. I'm like, I don't give a crap about the T-Mobile app, you know. As long as hubby can use it, I don't care. I know, right, Ken? What? Pat, that's insane. Oh my gosh. Right, Kim? It is. It's exactly the freaking same now. It sucks, doesn't it? Ugh. Yeah. Well, you know, the funny thing is that hubby had to upgrade because his phone wouldn't have worked, period, right? So they said, oh, you can get a free phone. So he goes to the freaking T-Mobile store and they're like, oh, you can have this one or this one. Well, they were both shitty phones. And he's like, that's insane. You can't make me go from a good phone to a shitty phone just because your system, you know, you're the problem, not me. So he ended up having to pay, we had to pay money out of our pocket for his stupid ass phone to be upgraded. And then they're telling me, and mine's like, I think I've had my phone 2 years. It's not like it's old, you know what I mean? So I was like, forget you. As long as I can still call people on it, I'm not doing it. I'm not upgrading. Yeah, Cynthia, that's why. Because hubby's old phone wouldn't upgrade to 5G. My phone and my son's phone wouldn't. So we had to, so they said, hubby had to get a new one, but my phone and my son's phone, they said, oh, we have to send you this thing and you just put it in your phone. I don't know what the hell it's called. So we put it in our phone. And then he says the other day, this was like 6 months ago. And then he says the other day that oh no, you have to upgrade that phone. I was like, I'm not upgrading. And then he was like, well, technically it'll still work, but you just won't be able to access T-Mobile. I'm like, I don't give a crap about T-Mobile. Yeah. What is this one? Hey, Bethany. I can't remember. This is like a Samsung. It's a Samsung Note something. It has like this little thing with it, which I don't even know how to use. I just know if it pops out, then my phone won't work right, so I have to put it back. I don't know how to use it, y'all. I don't care. You know, when I first got it, hubby's like, oh, you can do this, you can color, you can do that. I don't even know how to use it. Yeah, mine's like a Note 9S or I don't know, some crap like that. Yeah, SIM card, that's it.
SIM card.
Yeah, thanks, honey. I will give him my phone if I have to pay any more for a phone. Right? It's ridiculous. It is. It is a big old racket. Bethany, you had COVID. Oh no, was it really bad? You have a Samsung too? Yeah. Ken, that's so true and it's so sad. I don't know how to use a iPhone. I'd be so confused. Oh, a Galaxy A51. I think that's what my son no, my son has an A20, I think, and my husband has an A51. I don't know. Hubby has whatever that new one is right before the flip phone came out. That's it, I think, SG10, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Your iPhone is crap. My sister-in-law swears that iPhone, you guys, I'm like dying of heat exhaustion in here. My sister-in-law swears that like she would never go to a Samsung. Her husband has a Samsung Android, but she has only does iPhones. She loves it. I don't even know how to turn the suckers on. I can't figure anything out on them. It's easier to use. Yeah. I guess it's all in what you learn. You know what I mean? Oh, do the last couple ones. Those were hilarious. What was that last one we were saying? I don't know. The two turkey ones and that last one. The last one you sent me. That's the funniest one. No, actually all three of them. I know, they shouldn't cost. It's ridiculous. It was very, very mild, like a mild cold symptoms. Lost taste and smell. Ugh. I'm glad you're getting better, Bethany. That sucks. We have been so fortunate, knock on wood, you know, that none of us have gotten it. I don't know how, you know. Yeah, the turkey one, Sharon. Oh, you made them on your Samsung. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, but they're saying that like new strain, the brand new strain. What the heck is it called? It was like right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't. They're saying it's like so bad. That's true, darling. You're right about that. Bethany, I know. My father-in-law was fully vaccinated. He got it, ended up in the hospital. His sister, we've known so many people that are vaccinated that have gotten it. Do you see, Bryan Adams was on tour and he got it like a month ago. And he's got the vaccine and the booster, and then he just got it again just now, and now he's on his way to the hospital. Like, he was on his way to the hospital this morning, apparently. The singer, Bryan Adams. I know, Shelby, you had it bad. I know. No doubt, Pat. That would be horrible. Wow. Omicron, that's it. That's it, Pat. Oh my God. Because I thought at first when I first read it, I read it somewhere earlier. I thought it said Omicron, but it's Omicron. That's right. Yeah, I still haven't gotten vaccinated. I was supposed to be, I was going to be put on the list for this like trial program thing, which I would be like a guinea pig basically. But it's a medication and not a vaccination. It's like this medication thing. But I haven't heard anything from them, and they said maybe I wouldn't hear till around Christmas or maybe even after the first of the year. So I've just been kind of trying to lay low a little bit. Yeah, I'm just worried about hubby, like, traveling to Arkansas. I told him, I'm like, you got to wear your mask. You got to wash your hands. You got to be smart. My friend got in. She was fully vaccinated too. Plus she had migraines on top of that. Oh, God. My sister went and got her booster. She's doing good. And then my cousin, she just got her booster. And on Thanksgiving Day, she had horrible symptoms. And she didn't have any problems with the first two vaccinations. But the booster, she said all of her joints were killing her. She was, you know, it hurt just to like sit there. She was in so much pain. So they kind of just really didn't even do Thanksgiving because she was so sick. And I felt so bad because I was like, I'll bring you out some food. And she was like, no, because she lives like not too far from us. So I was like, I'll bring you out some food. She's like, no, it's okay. But her and her husband had to be at work today. And I told her, I said, you know what? Listen, this girl goes nonstop, right? She goes nonstop. She's like the head plant person for Lowe's, you know, which is like Home Depot, Lowe's, Home Depot, for the nursery. she's like, I don't know, she has all these certifications, and man, she knows plants and flowers and all that. And she goes and goes and goes. Well, she has lupus. And she said, you know, her biggest concern is if she doesn't go and go and go, if she lets lupus slow her down, then she's never going to bounce back. That's what her fear is. So she goes nonstop. You know, she's 50, I think she just turned 51. So she's like, I said, you know what? You need to call your work tomorrow and tell them you won't be in, which is today. I'm like, you just need to tell them you got your stupid booster and you're not feeling good and just lay around in your pajamas, you know? My doctor told me the vaccine is only to keep you from dying. A true vaccine is years away. I have a really good doctor who, she knows me inside and out. She knows not just my medical, but, you know, my thinking on the vaccinations. And, you know, she's been awesome. You know, I was supposed to go have a colonoscopy done. And she said, no. I don't want you to have to go to the hospital and get exposed at the hospital. You know, she's like, no, you're not doing it. So she's been awesome. She had me do this little thing where I had to, for lack of a better word, I had to mail my poop in this little tube. She said, if that comes out okay, you don't have to get a colonoscopy for another year. If it doesn't, you have to go get one. Anyway. Yeah. Hardly anyone wears masks in Arkansas. You know, it's weird. It's hit or miss here. You'll see a handful of people not wearing them, and then you'll see the rest of the people wearing them, or vice versa. It's all over the place. But I was surprised, a lot of the places out here have now put signs back up, you know, that you need to wear a mask. And it says, even if you're vaccinated. A bunch of them say, even if you're vaccinated, you need to wear a mask. So, I don't know. I got my booster too, no symptoms except sore arm. You know what? My sister never had a sore arm because the nurse told her, drink tons of water and massage your arm and lift your arm. So she was like lifting her arm, massaging her arm. She never had a sore arm. I got the flu shot and I felt like I was going to die. My arm hurt so bad, you know? Yeah, the whatever the heck it was. Omicron, that's it. Yeah. Don't do it. Wait, no, back. Yeah, I figure, you know, my doctor's okay with it. You know, and my doctor even said, she said, you have a lot of health issues. She said, it could go either way, you know, but she said, just hold off and let's wait and see. So, excuse me. A lot of people in my area that got Modvax have been experiencing blood clots. Oh, God. The Moderna, excuse me. I'm telling you, if it push comes to shove and I have to get vaccinated, I would get Johnson & Johnson. One shot and I'm done. Like, you know, I don't want to have to sit around waiting on the second shot for 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be too much stress. Like, I've been so stressed about this vaccine that, you know, it's such a double-edged sword, you know? I get it about vaccinations. My mom and dad had polio. You know, if anybody understands about it, I do. But the polio vaccine was years in the making. You know what I mean? We should all have free effective masks. Right? That's so true, I am. It's so freaking ridiculous. We wear a mask in Illinois. Yeah. Mask in Scotland. Why would someone not wear a mask if it protects them? True. True. Look, I wear my mask. Even if I'm jumping out of the car, going to pump gas, or going in to get a soda, you know, I wear a mask. You know, I don't want to, I feel like for me personally, you know, if I happen to have COVID, say I have it and I don't realize I have it, like, I don't want to give it to somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'd feel horrible, you know. Your numbers keep going up. Oh, no. Yep, one and done. That's what just get the best vaccine. I hate shots too. Yeah. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off here. I'll need to go do my Black Friday shopping online. Yeah, I've seen that seriously. So like a lot more people now are wearing masks than before because we went through like a period of time, you know, for like 6 weeks that it was more people not wearing than wearing, but now it's like a lot of people wearing them now again. So I am going to try really, really hard to go live next Friday night. Hubby's not going to be here, so I'm going to try. Yeah. Definitely everybody have a great weekend. Shelby, thanks for helping. Ken, I'm so glad you made it. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to do everything I can to go live next Friday night. Hopefully my son can help me figure it out. That about does it for me. Bye, guys. Have a good one.